And now this, it has been nearly 16 years since our next guest launched his Christmas jars movement. Come in, Jason Wright. So, Jason, first of all, what are Christmas jars and where did the idea come from?
Well, 16 years ago, my family took a jar just like this. This is our 2021 jar that we're getting ready to give away here in the next night or two. We filled it with spare change. We had no idea that I would later decide to fictionalize our experience into a little novel in hopes that it might inspire other families around the country and now around the world to participate. And over these last 16, 17 years, thousands upon thousands of families around the world, particularly here in the United States, have filled jars just like this, or maybe like this, maybe it's full of cash, and given them away to families in need during the holidays.
Now, I got to tell you that my wife comes from a very poor country, Nicaragua, and we collect our change. A jar full of change here does not go as far as it does in Nicaragua. Do you transport money that's collected here that might mean a lot more to folks in places like Nicaragua?
Yeah, great question. We've done a little bit of that. We use Venmo or PayPal to maybe send money overseas to trusted sources who can then convert it back into some kind of a currency. There's just something magical. Venmo is great, right? Digital currency, we all love it. But there's something really special about this. And the number of families around the world whose lives have been changed by a jar. You had a photo up just a minute ago of my dear friend, McKenna Goodwin. I have to tell you real quick, we met this young lady. She was serving a mission. Oh, that's her. Oh, I just love her so much. She was serving a volunteer mission for her church here in Little Woodstock, Virginia. We met her again about 4 years ago when she was a little down, feeling a little blue, a little homesick. So my family gave her just a small Christmas jar that year, not because she needed the money, but because she needed a message that she wasn't invisible, that we'd seen her. Fast forward now to earlier this year, and this young woman on her way to work on snowy roads on the interstate was killed in just a horrific car accident. And now, after a really hard year, of course, for the family, coming through the holidays for the first time without her, we all know, those of you that are watching that have lost loved ones, you know that first trip through the holidays can be so tough. Well, just a few days ago, they got that knock at the door. They pull the door open. There's someone scampering down the street. And there on her porch, a Christmas jar and a note for that family. Again, not because they don't need the money. I mean, the money is a blessing, of course, but the real blessing is that they were seen, that someone was aware of their grief during this time of year. That's the power and magic of a Christmas jar.
Well, Christmas is all about spirit. And that's the point. It's not the present, it's the spirit that goes behind it. And these jars really indicate that better than anything I've heard about recently. Jason, thank you so much for being here. Continue the movement. It is a movement, and it's a good one. Jason Wright, thank you.
David. Thank you, David. Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas to you.